Hello, I'm 19HS20004 and I'm going to present the topic Deep Learning to Improve Weather Predictions. To begin with the overview, this presentation covers numerical weather forecasts, discusses why deep learning is crucial for weather prediction, and also covers a lot of variety of deep learning applications and application areas that are currently being investigated. We also discuss the main issues or challenges which are presently there in regards with the usage of machine learning and deep learning in these areas, and also we offer the best course of action for improving weather predictions in the future through the use of deep learning. The index is pretty much in the same order as that mentioned in the overview. So moving ahead, what is deep learning and what are its applications? Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning concerned with algorithms inspired by the structure and function of the brain called artificial neural networks. It has varied uses across all spheres of science and also immense number of uses in our daily lives as well. We use DL to solve a variety of crucial problems, for example, cancer prevention, boosting accessibility, etc. It can also be used in weather forecast models, and this particular thing is useful in our everyday life, right? It also helps in assisting people in planning their ways to control agricultural production, transport networks, and electricity grid. Traditional physics-based techniques are also empowered by using this particular method. Now, coming to the types of techniques that are used in this presentation for weather prediction are, so many techniques that are already part of the standard toolbox of numerical weather prediction, that is NWP, can be seen here and are considered a part of ML and DL. So these processes are linear regression, calculation of teleconnections and correlation, and also principal component analysis (PCA). Coming next is data assimilation. So DA can also be counted as machine learning. It is therefore not fundamentally new to use machine learning to improve predictions. However, there are many other ML tools such as deep neural networks and complex decision trees that are applicable to nonlinear systems but have not been used very frequently as of now for predicting weather. Now, there are few models which allow scientists to interpret processes that would be too complex for the evaluation with standard or linear techniques. Two of the examples of this particular method are approximate Bayesian computation or unsupervised learning, and to understand this complex and non-linear relationship, we use the self-organized maps or SOMs. Next is numerical weather prediction. So firstly, observations need to be collected that are required to be as accurate as possible. Next up is data assimilation, which is a process that combines observations and information from model simulations to generate initial conditions for weather prediction. Next is model simulation, and that is once the initial conditions have been fixed, model simulations are performed that propagate the model's initial conditions into the future to make a prediction. Now, once the model simulations are finished, model output needs to be post-processed and disseminated. This is selection and compression out of model output. So this is the major workflow that we follow in the prediction of weather. So firstly, which is data acquisition. Many potential applications of DL can be seen in data acquisition or data assimilation, which help us to make better use of increasing volume and diversity of observation data, thus leading to more accurate weather prediction. We use stuff like generative adversarial networks, GANs, or um, global forecasting system GFS. This is the first method is used to learn a direct mapping between GOES 15 satellite upper tropospheric water vapor observations to the total column predictable weather. This is an example. So next is the forecast run. So here, in order to make use of accelerator technologies such as GPUs and potentially also programmable hardware such as FPGAs, many weather and climate centers have been working to port parts of their code bases to these types of hardware. In contrast, when we use ML and DL techniques such as neural networks, which are ideally suited to running on GPUs, and use of dense linear algebra make them very efficient and almost all on hardware. Now the next part, which is the post-processing part. So ML has many potential applications that could result in greater accuracy and speed in the entire post-processing chain. Automated data mining for anomalies or interesting patterns could help forecasters deal with ever increasing volumes of data and spend more time using their expertise. ML could also be used to compress model output. It may also be possible to perform regional downscaling and to project coarse resolution model output into a fine solution. We use neural network to increase the quality of local features in the forecast, and also neural networks could be used for bias correction of forecast errors or the correction of the ensemble spread. Next is the challenges that are faced. There are quite a lot of challenges, but I'm sure they can be recovered as we go on in the course of time. The first one is our use of knowledge, is our knowledge about the Earth system to be able to build customized DL tools. The next one is fixing the models that we prepare because they at times fail to capture essential dynamical properties. Next is the enforcement of conservation properties and also the introduction of DL tools in weather and climate models which suffer from compensating errors. The next set of challenges are ensuring reliability because the climate keeps changing and we need to ensure that our models work throughout. The next is ensuring reliability when changing the design of parameterization schemes. Also, preparation of supercomputers of weather centers to balance different needs between ML and conventional models, and scaling neural networks to more complexity. The next set of challenges include the preparation for different use of data mining and data fusion in the future with a larger number of data set. Designing good training data and label data set is also another challenge. Embedding user products within the operational forecast model and how can we use ML interface code with legacy code, and training the next generation of weather and climate scientists. So next is our way forward. So we'll visualize our way forward to the use of deep learning in weather prediction. So we can use two approaches here, the top-down and the bottom-up approach. So it will be coordinated effort from both top-down and bottom-up scale. The first one being to produce a scalable production-ready ML solution for weather predictions, and in bottom-up we investigate core scientific topics within idealized system. And also it will necessitate the study of idealized equations in order to learn basic rules for ML and DL applications in physical system, as well as the study of uncertainty qualification for ML tools. The development of benchmark problems to link machine learning and deep learning to weather and climate models, and also the development of scalable solutions that can be implemented in modern supercomputers. Thank you.